Hello there. Happy Sunday. We have made it through another day. The weekend is winding to a close. Hopefully, you've had a great weekend so far. Can't believe it's already July 20th. I don't know about you, but the month is flying by, the summer is flying by. It is time for another breakfast chat. And I see 16 of you watching on Facebook. Thank you. I see 20 of you watching on YouTube. That is great. Weigh in. Let me know where you're watching from. It is National Ice Cream Day. Myself and Amanda McKenzie were talking about that on Good Day Orlando. So if you happen to catch us there, we were talking about our favorite flavors. Let me know what your favorite flavor is. And we'll have a little chat on that as well. I don't know about you, but I've always been an ice cream over a cake person. I could pick ice cream any day of the week, any time of the day. I talked about eating it for breakfast earlier on. So, all right. Well, I see. Hi, David. How are you? You're watching all the way from England? That is wonderful. Well, that is so cool. Thanks for watching across the pond. Hi, Fran. Good morning to you in Tampa. How are things over there in Tampa? We know it's hot here, and I know it's going to be hot everywhere, but gosh, it is brutal. Well, I thought before we talk more ice cream, talk the fun stuff, I do want to give you a little Tropics update here. Actually, wait a minute. I just realized I am on the wrong source. Well, give me 1 second here. I'll fix that real fast. And we are going to talk the Tropics. It's really cool. So in our storm center and really across the station, we can actually bop into a bunch of different computers, including all of our different weather computers. So I was recording another video, and I realized that I was still on that computer, not the one that I actually wanted to be. Well, let's talk ice cream for a minute. So if you are an ice cream aficionado and you consider yourself an ice cream lover, weigh in what your favorite flavor is. Oh, Ty, I'm sorry. Was my bow tie crooked? Oh, I can look at myself up here in one of our monitors. Yeah, so it's funny. We don't have a mirror back here. I should have ran out and looked. I thought it was pretty good, but I'm sorry it was. I'm sorry it was crooked. Laura, how are you? You're saying I can't believe it either. It's almost the end of July. I know the year is flying by. This morning on Good Day Orlando, again, if you were watching, we actually were talking about the holidays, and we were talking about the holiday events coming to Disney, the Halloween events coming as well. So it's just wild. It's just crazy that the year is going by as fast as what it is. Okay, so we're back on the right computer. We're on the Tropics now, and I do want to talk about this wave because there's some good news that this actually looks to have even a lesser chance of development now, even compared to what it was yesterday. So, if you were watching this yesterday, this only had a 10% chance of development over the next 48 hours in the next week. Had a 20%. Now we're down to a 10% chance. So the environment that it's in now, it's essentially marginal for development, but it's looking like as we progress through this upcoming work week, it's going to encounter more hostile wind shear. So this really doesn't have a leg to stand on. Despite the water being warm, it looks like between the wind shear, the dust, it just doesn't look like it's going to be much of anything. So that is some good news there. Now, another area of interest that we are watching is closer to home here, at least if you live in Florida, the southeast. There's a boundary that's going to be stalling out, and that's going to be moving into Florida tomorrow. Now, with that, it's looking like we might be able to see an area of low pressure form in the vicinity of this boundary. And with that, it looks to move around the ridge that has been dominating our weather pattern, keeping us hot, keeping us dry. That ridge shifts westbound. It'll round the ridge. And as it does so, we might be able to see it form into a depression. Chances aren't all that high, around 30 to 40%, at least per this data here. But it's still something we're going to be watching closely. Either way, what it looks to bring here locally is more widespread rain, especially into our Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll see more widespread rain around on Monday, but it's not looking like with the Invest 93L last week, if you remember, we were watching, could it become a depression as it moves across the state and then moves into the Gulf? Could it strengthen even more so? It's looking like this is actually going to benefit from some of that tropical moisture left over from Invest 93L. But chances aren't looking as high right now. Chances looked a lot higher with that Invest 93, that tropical wave. But nonetheless, we'll be watching it closely in the Storm Center. Diane, hello. Hello. Milka, hope I'm saying that right. You're going to Panama City tomorrow. I think you'll be dodging some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, Milka, depending on when you're traveling. If you head out in the morning, I think you'll be okay. It looks like we'll see more widespread showers and thunderstorms around for the latter half of the day. But you're farther to the northwest, so I would say it looks a little bit sooner on the arrival with those showers and thunderstorms. So I would say just check the radar before you hit the road. Crystal, hi. Love and miss you. I know, I'm sorry we missed each other too. Hopefully you had a great time up in Atlanta. Hopefully the tournament went well. Hi, Billy. How are you? Thanks for hopping on. Oh my gosh, Laura, you're from Spencer, Iowa? That is crazy that you used to watch. It's always amazing how small this world really is. But Laura, who's watching on YouTube right now, used to watch me when I worked up in Iowa, in Sioux City, at KTIV, which was from 2015 to 2018. So that was a while ago. But I love that you're in Winter Park now. That's amazing. That is so cool. Well, thanks for hopping on our little breakfast chat here. I'm so happy to see that. Okay, well, now that we talked a little bit about this, let's go into more of our daily forecast here. And by the way, it's 10:39, a little time check if you're watching us on Fox Local, which if you are, we love that, but you're going to get in on a little commercial break here at around 10:40. But if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, you will not be in a commercial break. You'll be uninterrupted. But if you are on Fox Local, grab your phone, pull us up on Facebook or YouTube, or my Facebook page, which is Meteorologist T.J. Springer, and you can watch us there. Okay, it is hazy, it is hot, it is humid, and it is going to be another brutal feeling day out there. Yesterday, if you were out and about, that heat, it was tough. It hit you like a ton of bricks as you walked out from, say, your house, somewhere air-conditioned. We are feeling the same today. We're in another or under another impact day because of that heat and humidity combo. It looks nice over Lake Fairview. Not seeing a lot of cloud cover, all thanks to this area of high pressure. So this is what is driving our heat and humidity and our drier weather that we had yesterday and what's on tap again for our Sunday afternoon. And this is going to be the case until we see this new boundary start to drop in and kind of unsettle our weather conditions a bit tomorrow, especially in the midweek, as we likely start to see that new area of low pressure form. 88 in Claremont, 87 in New Smyrna, 86 in Kissimmee. But if we pop on the heat index, it's already feeling like 102 in Bushnell and 101 in Palm Coast. It's already heating up. It's not even 11 o'clock in the morning. It's only going to get worse from here. So remember your light-colored clothing, your loose-fitting clothing. For those of you that don't know, darker colors actually absorb the heat, and it will make you feel hotter. The light color will reflect that sun back, at least some of it, and it won't make you feel quite as bad. Milka, that sounds great. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, and it will be in the morning. Okay, good deal in that regard. Hi, Julie. Thanks for hopping on. Alrighty, if you have plans for the parks today, maybe you're hitting up Universal Orlando. Temperatures in the mid-90s by 1. Chances for showers and thunderstorms still going to be limited, but I can't completely take them off the table. So if you are hitting up the parks this afternoon, I say if you're planning on an all-day park day, still want to pack the poncho, just in case, but also pack a huge jug of water. Drink it. It's going to be one of those days where you'll notice it because you're just going to be sweating a lot. It's going to be just kind of gross out there. A little bit better near the coast with the help of the sea breeze. Temperatures in the lower 90s, but inland, gosh, mid to upper 90s with that chance for a few showers and thunderstorms. Again, only around 20%. A little bit farther to the northwest, maybe trying to nudge up to close to 30, but not all that high if you have outdoor plans. The heat indices or the feels like temps, 110 degrees in Orlando, the Villages, 111 in Claremont, sultry, sweltering, all the nasty adjectives we don't want to use, right? So if you're getting ice cream for National Ice Cream Day, you're going to have to eat it fast. Heat advisories in effect from noon to 6, peak heating time. That's when it's going to be feeling the worst. And then tonight, we're back down close to seasonable levels. Drier, anything that does develop shower and storm-wise is going to fade away. It'll fizzle out. Because of this area of high pressure, we don't really have a good atmospheric setup for any sort of long-lived storminess. But with the heat and humidity, that builds the instability. So that's what helps, with enough lift, spark up these isolated showers and thunderstorms. Okay. I'm going to use this term loosely, but we are going to get a little bit of relief. It's not going to be much, but some relief nonetheless. Around 1:08 tomorrow, so I would not be shocked if we see these heat advisories get reissued by the National Weather Service and us in the Storm Center issuing another impact day just because of how brutal it'll feel again tomorrow. But notice we are coming back down, and it's just crazy. It always makes me laugh because we live here in Florida. Relief is 100 degrees, in terms of our heat indices. But hey, it's still cooler, right? You'll notice it, I would hope, at least a little bit, with more clouds around, more moisture, more rain. Now, here's our Fox weather model. So this is the noticeable change from today to tomorrow. Welcome back. If you're watching us on Fox Local, I know you've been with us for another couple minutes. I know you jumped back on from our commercial break, so thanks for hanging out with us. If you're just hopping on, we're live on YouTube, Fox 35 Orlando, both Facebook and YouTube, my Facebook page, Meteorologist T.J. Springer, and Fox Local. Okay, so let's time out the rest of our day here. Futurecast showing some of those spotty showers and thunderstorms. Nothing all that long-lived. And you notice even kind of with the steering pattern being a little wonky with these areas of high pressure between, we're kind of sitting between them. I think the wind is still a little stronger aloft, where these will be somewhat quicker moving than we see sometimes with our other collisions with the sea breezes, where you just see rain all over the place. It's messy, erratic motions with the storms. I don't think we'll really see that today. We'll kind of see these likely come around the ridge, trying to move ever so slightly to the south-southwest. Now, Monday morning, for the most part, we're dry. Into the afternoon, that's when we start to see these showers and thunderstorms becoming more widespread. So if you have outdoor plans tomorrow, locally speaking, if you live across the peninsula, you'll just want to watch the radar, keep your eyes to the sky, download the Fox Local app, download the Storm Team app. You can get all of that on the go with you. And, of course, join Laurel tonight, and then Brooks and Jess in the morning, and myself and Noah will be here tomorrow evening. So you can check in with us. Hi, Terry. How's it going? Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hopping on. Laura, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, we are loving our time in Orlando. It's hard to believe it'll be a year next month. I just can't believe that. We moved in mid-August. Time, like we said, is just going by so fast. You always hear it goes quicker each year you get older. It feels that way, tenfold. Through dinner time tomorrow, rain still around. Austin, it's your birthday. Hello. Thanks for hopping on. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Austin. Happy birthday to you. Hopefully you get to celebrate today. Okay, so that's our setup tomorrow, and it just gets wetter Tuesday into Wednesday. I would think Tuesday and Wednesday, the way things are looking now, the wettest days of the week. And then as this area of low pressure starts to work likely back into the Gulf, we are going to see drier conditions, and it looks like we'll get some drier air to wrap back around into the area on Saturday behind this disturbance. So that should limit our rain chances, kind of like what we're seeing today, kind of like what we're seeing, or kind of like what we saw on Saturday. So it looks like kind of a similar setup next week. Michael, great question. I just saw your question about hi to you in Daytona, by the way. But yeah, temperatures relax a little bit. Actually, back in the 80s, back below normal Wednesday and Thursday. So that's one plus, right? It'll be a little bit better as we head through midweek with more rain around. Now, I do want to pull up, and I know I talked about this yesterday, but we had another story on it this morning on Good Day Orlando. If you're a big Disney fan and maybe you live here locally, or maybe you're watching from afar and you're a pass holder, or you're just a Disney fan, this is a big story because we have not had a nighttime parade in Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World for nearly a decade. So today is the official debut of Disney's Starlight, and we've seen some footage online, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of social media, I feel like, was kind of lighting up on Friday because there was a soft launch. Disney must have decided, hey, we're going to give this a run through here, not really announce it, but just let us do a run through before we officially debut it. And tonight at 9 and 11, you can catch Disney Starlight, and I've heard little bits and pieces of the songs. This is going to feature a lot of your favorites from Disney classics, including Coco, Moana, Peter Pan, Mirabelle from Encanto, Pinocchio, Anna, Elsa. It's going to be really cool, and I think it's going to be a really great nod to the Electrical Parade and parades of past. Parades of the past, I should say. You know, we had the Spectrum Magic Parade at Magic Kingdom. We had the Main Street Electrical Parade. So this will be really cool. And I've already heard little bits and pieces that it looks like there have been some nods to the Main Street Electrical Parade in the show, in the parade. So that'll be really cool as well. So that's going on. Also in Disney, Test Track, that is going to be opening up. And I can pull that up here. That's going to be opening up officially on the 22nd, but I just saw something today, actually, that apparently they might be open today. And I don't know if that was completely factual. I know that they've been doing pass holder previews, and those ended yesterday, but I saw something on X today that someone said that maybe it was open to the general public, even though it says the 22nd. If anyone goes today and is not a pass holder and gets to ride Test Track, shoot me a message or comment and let me know, because I'd be curious if maybe Disney again is doing a little soft launch for Test Track. We got to ride it last weekend. It was really great. If you don't know, again, if you're not a huge follower of Disney or Walt Disney World or the parks in general, this is actually the third iteration of Test Track. We had Test Track 1.0, 2.0, and now this is kind of being donned Test Track 3.0. I missed the original one when we went back to the new version. And now this version, I feel like, feels a lot more like Epcot. It gives nods to the World of Motion, and it gives nods to the original Test Track. So I think it's really great. If you are local and you haven't ridden it and you are a fan, I would say definitely something to do for sure. Israel, how are you? That's wonderful. It's your grandma's 89th birthday. Well, please wish her a happy 89th birthday for me. That is spectacular. That is great. Well, I know we're on a little break on Fox Local, so if you're watching us on Facebook and YouTube, thank you. If you are watching us, or you were watching us on Fox Local, hopefully you've picked us up on Facebook or YouTube. Okay, so those were two of the big stories. We also talked a little bit about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Jollywood Nights at Hollywood Studios, the special Christmas or holiday events that are kicking off later in November, but you're able to buy tickets this week. And let me see if I can find that while I'm at it. Because I think it may have been Wednesday. I just want to check. All right, let's see. Tickets go on sale on the 22nd. That is Tuesday. Tuesday, not Wednesday. For Very Merry Christmas Party and Jollywood Nights, they go on sale on Tuesday. Now, if you don't know what those are, that is their special after-hours events almost for guests if they want to get in on the holiday magic, whether it be for Halloween or the holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, all of our holidays. Later on this year, those will kick off. So Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, November 7th to December 21st. Disney Jollywood Nights over at Hollywood Studios, select nights from November 8th to 22nd, until December 22nd, I should say. So those were a few of our big theme park stories that we had on the air this morning. Try to think if I'm not missing anything else. And Halloween Horror Nights. We talked a bit about Halloween Horror Nights. Those tickets are on sale at Universal Orlando. And we also talked a bit about Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, they're offering a little bit of a special deal for their Halloween fun, their Hallowscream. So a lot of fun going on around all of our local theme parks, whether it be closer to Tampa and Busch Gardens or here in Orlando. A lot of fun going on and coming down the pike. Alrighty, it is 10:54. Thank you all for hopping on today. I really appreciate it. And again, maybe you're new to these, maybe you've never seen one before. We're doing these each and every Saturday and Sunday, these breakfast chats at 10:30 on Fox Local, on Facebook, and YouTube. So please join us. Please share. Please comment. We love seeing you each and every morning, and I appreciate all of you joining in and bringing your comments, bringing your questions. That is why we're here, and we love it so much. So if you have any plans today, again, remember, it is going to be a brutal, brutal stretch. Let me throw back up our heat index forecast over the next 12 hours. So this is what you'll be in for if you are getting out and about through the remainder of our day. Just know it is going to be a bit rough out there. 108 as we head closer to 2 o'clock. And again, we could peak out around 110 degrees today. So just try to drink plenty of water. Try to take some breaks in the air conditioning. And if you know you're going to be outside throughout the afternoon, just remember to not overdo it out there. That's certainly our big story. And again, heat advisories in play through 6 o'clock this evening. They go into effect at noon. All right, let me see your new comment. Maria Otero, how are you? Thanks for hopping on. Love to see it. Well, we have about 5 minutes left of our little breakfast chat here. I know we had, I wonder if I can pull this up. It's National Ice Cream Day. I know I put that in the post, but there are some places that are actually doing some giveaways today. And I think I can name them all off the top of my head. Let's see. Wendy's was giving away a free Frosty. BK was giving away some soft serve. Dairy Queen was giving away a free Dilly Bar, I believe, with $1 purchase. Baskin Robbins was also doing some sort of giveaway. Now remember, some of these may require the apps, so that's something to think about too, but there are definitely some giveaways. Let me see, we may have a post And let me just check this out because I want to be sure I'm not saying anything wrong here, but I think I've hit the right ones. Let me see here. Okay. Not seeing anything on our social media account, but I was seeing if we did have anything. But I know that much is so. Actually, you know what? Let me see this. I might be able to do. We have a few more minutes. What I'm going to do is I might be able to pull up our stream here. Maybe. Yes. Okay. Well, you know what? It might not be worth it considering we only have a few more minutes, but I know a lot of places are doing free ice cream giveaways for National Ice Cream Day. Hi, Audra. How are you? Big Disney weekend planned next weekend. Oh, I love that. The weather right now, at least I know it's about a week away, so it might get tweaked a little bit, but it's looking drier. So drier and more heat, sadly. But hopefully you have a great Disney weekend. Hey, Richard, how are you? Good morning to you and Archer. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it. We have a couple more minutes, so if you want to weigh in on your favorite ice cream, let me know. I know I talked about this yesterday because I think we had a little story on it on Saturday morning, but I was always kind of basic. I always was a vanilla kind of guy. I would always get vanilla with sprinkles, and I always would pick soft serve ice cream versus hard ice cream if I had a choice. And ice cream always over cake, so we could probably debate about this all morning long. But I have expanded my horizons. I feel like I'm a butter pecan guy now. I'll get a scoop of butter pecan. I mean, I really haven't met an ice cream that I haven't liked. Amanda's favorite was, she likes mint chocolate chip, she said. We were talking about that on the show this morning. I also like cotton candy ice cream. Okay, well, it is just about 11 o'clock. Thank you all for hopping on. Stay cool today. Have a great rest of your weekend. And again, you can join Laurel tonight for the latest on the weather on Fox 35 News at 5 and Fox 35 News at 10. And then be sure to join Brooks and Jess tomorrow morning for all of the latest. Just making sure I'm not missing any comments before I hop off. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day and stay cool.